Today on Drawbli,
I am drawing a girl with fruit.
hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we're drawing together because art is better with friends.
So click the subscribe button if you're new around
and
here.
check out Brush Club at the link below.
Speaking of Brush Club, this piece is to commemorate one of the awesome brush packs in Brush Club that has been available called Lunchbox.
Tell me more.
In Lunchbox, you will find such awesome brushes as trail mix, granola, egg bite, yogurt, peanut butter, and more. And I used many of them for this piece and just loved them. I have to tell you, Ben, getting a new brush pack is so, it really invigorates your artistic juices.
What? That's almost like the entire point of Brush Club.
I know, but I was surprised by how true that was. It was like, ooh, I want to try this brush, and next thing you know, you're just going crazy, and it really brings a little bit of new life to drawing. So if you're in a little bit of a rut and just struggling a little bit with motivation, I highly recommend just get a new brush pack and open in the lunchbox.
Specifically from Brush Club.
Yeah, specifically from Brush Club.
Or if you just, want something to kind of, every once in a while, you don't have to think about it. Once a month, you get a new brush pack and you just get a new little dose of motivation, a little booster shot, if you will.
Yeah, I found it very motivating, and I like the brush apple slices and peaches. There's so many. This particular brush pack just really spoke to me.
There's a lot of really fun brushes in it.
Yes.
We really try to make each brush, super unique from... the thing I hate about brush packs is there's always 10 versions of the same exact brush. I'm like, no, I want something unique that I'm actually going to use. I don't want to cycle through 10 brushes, find the best version of that for me, and then why did I buy that? Why did I download that?
And it pushes me out of my normal zone. For example, the brush in this pack called Peanut Butter has a little bit of a graphic texture to it, some tiny dots. And
like a halftone.
Yeah, a halftone. That's what the word I was looking for. And I never use halftones, but now that I've just been using this brush pack, I've been using halftones more, and here I am using them on that lemon. Actually, yep, that's peanut butter on the lemon. Weirdest food combo
peanut
of
butter
all
on your
time.
lemon? Ew.
Yeah. And I just really, really liked using it, and then kind of blending it out with other brushes, but leaving little bits of it here and there. Just a delight. And
a lot of fun textures here to play around with.
Yes, definitely. And I had a blast working on this.
I love this reference, yeah.
Oh, me too. I was looking for something to commemorate the lunchbox, and I saw this image, and I was like, that's it. That's it right there.
It is a portrait plus dappled lighting. Abby's all over it.
Yes, and I just love the way the orange slice is glowing off to the right. And I love the way the light falls on both the sunflower and the blanket next to it. It was so fun to play with this. I was working on this on an airplane, actually. We do not fly often at all, as evidenced by our confusing, bumbling interactions with TSA whenever we do fly. But there I was on an airplane, and this little old lady was sitting next to me. She was so cute. She was originally from New Jersey, but before that she was from Poland. So she had this cute little accent, and she was very interested in what I was doing here. She liked it a lot.
Oh, she was asking about your drawing?
Yeah. She's like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, yeah. So she also repeated the mantra, no place like home, probably 20 times
yes,
before
she
we
did.
even took off. But she was a cutie patootie. I love her.
Yeah, she was definitely up there in age.
We went to Florida, and I love old people. I think it has to do with being a nurse. You just learn to appreciate how adorable old people can be, and nobody prepared me for Florida, and how amazing it was to just walk around and see all these adorable old people everywhere. Just oh my gosh, that man's walking his little dog. Oh, there's another little old man walking his little old dog. Oh, I just loved it so much.
I think you are in the minority when it comes to thinking that old people like you, Abby.
No. You work with nurses. You find out, maybe it's a healthcare thing, but it's just oh my gosh. You just got to learn to appreciate these kinds of things, too.
So I tried drawing on the airplane when we were flying, but I maybe did about 20 or 30 minutes of a sketch, and I was like, this sucks. And maybe that's because I'm 6 feet tall and I hate being on an airplane. Like I feel like I'm squashed in every single direction.
Yeah.
How did you get along drawing
I got
hair?
along fine. I'm just short enough that, like, once I'm into my seat, I'm generally okay. Although the flight home was, for whatever reason, deeply uncomfortable to me. I did not enjoy it. But the flight there wasn't bad at all. And to the point where, like, I don't prefer a middle seat, but I'll take one for the team probably a lot more easily than you.
Thank you.
It
does not go unnoticed.
Yeah, I'm glad. I appreciate your appreciation of me. Oh man, this orange slice was so fun to work on. To make it
All
like,
these fruit are
glow
super fun.
like that was awesome. I think if I have an area on this piece that I just, despite laboring on forever and trying again and again and again to get it right, the hand still just gave me a lot of like.
Hands are so hard.
It was so hard. But I just kept going with it and kept trying to fix it, and eventually I just had to say, you know what, this is as good as I am at hands, so this is as good as this hand is gonna be.
So I saw you use the jerky brush on the sunflower there at first, which I really love that brush. It like throws on a ton of hue variation.
Look at that, it just really got what I was going for very quickly.
Well, then you started using the granola brush, which is like that scattering texture. You did a really good job on that. Like that was super fast, like insanely fast how quick you did that.
I know, I was so delighted. This brush pack is super cool, and I'm sure that.
I mean, it also takes a skilled hand, which you clearly have.
Oh,
here.
thank you. But I mean, this is some very thoughtful creation of brushes, so I think that you've done some good work. Because I have Brush Club, Lunchbox is all you. You created the brushes for it, and I just get to reap all the rewards and benefits. No complaints here.
I'm taking it out of your paycheck, obviously.
Oh no, my paycheck of $0.
Oh no.
What is that office quote? Oh, your salary of $0 a year with benefits.
Who makes $0 a year in the office?
Michael's girlfriend Jayon, when she quits her job to just be like, she derails so hard.
She does. Yeah, they do something awful to that character.
I know, she's such a strong, powerful woman in the beginning, and then she truly does collapse in on herself like a dying star, as foretold in an earlier episode. Anyway, enough of office lore, outing myself as a real mainstream millennial.
Big office head.
Nah, not like my friends though. My friends, I once went to an office trivia night, and my friends, I had no idea. My friends
I haven't seen it all the way through, so I would definitely fail the office trivia.
You probably would.
Now, if it was ZBrush trivia or like Procreate trivia, I'm all over it. I got you covered.
If it was ZBrush trivia, only you would show up. I mean, it'd be a local event, right? Like, you're usually in person. Benj, I'm sorry, but you would only win out of default.
Ooh.
And if maybe one other person showed up who did know ZBrush, what if you didn't even win? That would be so embarrassing.
That would be super embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, I'd be like so embarrassed.
But
for
I'm
you.
like the ZBrush kid over here, you know?
Yeah.
I got ZBrush on my hip at all times.
You
ready.
do. You've got a little pocket ZBrush that you pull out. You're like, okay, I can sculpt.
Oh, if you haven't heard, ZBrush is coming to iPad, so that is actually possible.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how user friendly that will feel compared to your current setup. With a keyboard.
Not at all, unfortunately.
Yeah. It'll like be playing a video game on a console versus PC.
No, it would be more like playing a video game on PC versus a touchscreen.
Yeah.
I need like my keyboard with all my hotkeys and everything.
Man,
set
imagine
up.
Overwatch on an iPad.
That'd be rough.
The single only video game that exists to me. I didn't really get into video games till late, and then I found one, and that was it.
You find one and you stick with one. That's how you're supposed to do it. Similarly, we'll never swap from Procreate. I'll be honest though, Procreate is insanely good.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It covers all my needs.
I think Procreate is one of the best painting tools I've ever used.
Yeah, and I love that it was like a one-time purchase. It's not a subscription yet.
For now.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
It really makes art feel so much more accessible to many people. Many people I meet who see me drawing want to know like what I'm drawing on, how does this work, what is it? People who have no like
mainly it's like,
background at
you
all.
can draw on an eye. Like it's more about the digital aspect of it, I think.
Yeah, and they're really interested. They're like, oh, so and so that I know would really love this and stuff. So really fun to talk to people about this who have never heard of any of this at all. It comes up at work sometimes.
That looks so good.
Thank you.
You did so good with the lighting on the face and like the tarp and all the flowers and stuff.
Yeah, towards the end here, I really try to increase like the contrast between the dark and light. But I think in my finished rendering that I'll display, I dial that back just a little bit again. So it was really
You dial
fun,
back
though.
what? Like the contrast?
So what I did was like I created like the whole thing as its own second layer, like another layer that's the entire image, and then I darkened that layer. Here, I'm doing it, and then I erased parts of it to really enhance the sun.
You're bumping up the contrast.
That's what I meant. Yeah, and I really liked that. I did feel after what I was like, after looking at it a bunch of times, I was like, I think I went a little.
It's a little dark.
Too far. So I don't think I show myself doing it, but here I've theoretically kind of like dialed that back yet a bit, just a little bit.
Nice. That looks so good. Wow.
Thank you.
And if you want to look so good, click that like and subscribe button.
And check out Brush Club at the link below in the description.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goomba.
Ben, we should probably eat more fruit as well.
Yeah, you think so? I like fruit.
I like fruit. It's
Sounds like a deal.
Let's do
Should we
it.
shake on it?
Okay, let's shake on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll eat more fruit, you eat more fruit.
Good business deal.
Good business.